Hey, what is up, guys? Bluntcuts here. This is a Watch Your Realms video. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I appreciate it. Please do like and subscribe if you do enjoy my content. So I'm going to try to keep this brief. I'm going to talk about the summoning events that are coming this weekend. And what I'm going to tell you, long story short, is do not summon. That's my perspective. We've got a 2x starting tomorrow on both Invocation of Spirits and Divine Summons. That comes around almost every weekend. So while I will continue to say that I don't think it's a bad idea to be summoning on these banners, because you're just basically just going to get double or twice as many legendaries as you would otherwise summoning on these banners versus other ones. And I think just throwing numbers and hoping that RNG gives you good heroes over time is not a bad strategy. There's some really crazy stuff coming up in the future that I think is worth waiting for. And when I say the future, I mean in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So really, I would be hoarding your summons right now. As far as Ancients are concerned, I think you could probably go for this if you really want Solkadins or Eunomia, but my perspective is that neither of these heroes, while they're good, they are not difference makers in the way in any of the challenging content in the game right now. So I wouldn't be upset if I pulled either one of these, but I would not specifically pull on their banner. That's my perspective. Good heroes, really like Solkadins. I'd love to like randomly have him pop out of a summon and be like, disappointed I didn't get the banner hero, but still happy that I got a good hero, but I wouldn't want to be specifically pulling for him. This one, though, the Surprise Invocation of Spirits, the 1+1, is the one that I really want to kind of hone in on right now. I would hold off on this. You don't want to be spending your rare summons right now because there are going to be some crazy banners the next 2 weekends that you're going to want to have summons available for. So even if you are right next to Mercy, I would hold. Next week, we're supposed to have a Arrogance and Tallulah 15x. Tallulah is the new Piercer healer who has just ridiculous range. If you use her with a Piercer Lord, she's got an even bigger range than Vortex does. She also does Rage Regen, not quite as good as Elowen. And she has some really cool aspects to her kit. Her buffs are really, really interesting. I'd like to see how she might play in GVG, but I don't think she's going to be able to be an effective solo healer. I think as a supplementary healer, maybe her and Constance or her and like Lily or something like that would be a really formidable combo if you could set up a team that was really hard to bypass. The new map may kind of facilitate that, and her range is such that she's going to be able to cover pretty much everybody from this kind of very remote position, which is really, really cool. So I would not be upset about getting her, and you know how I feel about Arrogance. If you watch my stuff at all, you know that I have been fiending for an Arrogance forever. With that said, I'm considering not pulling on that banner. Because the week after that, we're supposed to be getting not just the new exclusive hero, Kagiri, I think is his name, who honestly, I don't know how good he's going to be, especially in GVG. I don't think he's going to be fantastic, but exclusives, I think you never know when they're going to come back. So I think it always makes sense to try to get them if you have the resources available. So I will be trying to get him, but to accompany that and to kind of tempt you, is to spend, I guess, really, is a 2x 15x that's going to feature Razak, who cares about Razak? And then you're also going to have Lucius, who is just incredible and has amazing awakenings, especially if you can get him up to A3. A5 is no slouch either. Just really, really great hero, and I'd love to have him for GB2 as well as just, I think, future content. I think, especially since I have Ingrid, I think he's just somebody that I'd really like to get some awakenings on, so I definitely want to be pulling on that. And then the real reason that I'm thinking about skipping next week's banner with Arrogance and Tallulah is because Baselbuub is going there, Beelzebub, whatever you want to call him. He's going to be the new best inspiration hero in the game, in my opinion. He brings a bunch of utility. He also is a mage, and his damage is trash. You're not going to get any damage out of him, but what you will get is a better range on the inspiration. You're also going to get crazy rage regen on him, and because he's a mage, you're going to have access to mage artifacts, meaning that you can further boost his attack with something like a Tear of Twilight, or you can boost his rage regen with a Nightmare Samsara or something like that. So there's just a whole host of options that you're going to have available to you that you wouldn't have had if you were using a traditional healer like a Constance or a what is her name? Dolores, Dancing Lady. If you had a Dancing Lady that you were trying to use artifacts on, so that you're going to be able to further boost his attack. And he's just really, really good. He's going to be amazing. I really want him in my account. I really want him A3 because at A3, he gets 2% rage per hit from his basic attack. He's got a 2-second attack interval base, meaning you can very easily, without going crazy, get him down close to 1 second. And he's just going to be regenerating rage like a madman. And I just think he's going to be so good. So I would hold on. You want to make sure that you can get a copy of him, at least one copy of him. I want to get 4 copies of him so I can get him to A3. That's what I want. And that's why I may not pull on the Arrogance banner. I was originally saving summons. I've got, probably by the time this rolls around, I'm probably going to have close to 1,200 summons when you consider my gems as well. Probably more than that, honestly, when you think about buybacks and things like that with selling rare heroes and all that kind of stuff. So for me personally, I've been saving for a while, for about 2 months now, and I am just looking forward to splurging on that. I'm going to give a try for Arrogance. Hopefully I get a copy of him. That would be wonderful, so I could start justifying buying those soulstones when they appear in the shop. But yeah, I think the big ticket item, especially considering it's a 2x, 15x, is going to be the following weekend, and that's what I'm really saving for, really looking forward to that. But with that said, I would advise you to hold off this weekend. That's my recommendation to you. In any case, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Please do like and subscribe. If you have questions for me, sound off in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Am I crazy? Do you really want Sulcanins or Eunomia? You really want to go for your 1+1? I wouldn't, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. That's just my advice. You don't have to follow it. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll catch you all next time.